guys, Amy here. Today I want to talk about energy shifting. So what do I mean by energy shifting and why is it important? What I mean is changing your energy by changing the energy that you are putting out, by changing how you feel inside. And how do you do that? And when do you need to do that? I'm not suggesting that you necessarily change your personality. I'm always, as you know, if you watch my channel, very big on introspection and self-reflection as a means to grow and further develop and equip myself so that I have more to offer, so that I'm happier and more successful. And success, again, to me means happiness and doing more of the things that are important to you and making an impact. And I want to help others do the same. So as I'm learning things myself, we're all a work in progress, I like to hop on and share. And I recently learned that, actually, I've been told this, I think I've known this for a while, but I'm recently giving more attention to what I have been told, which is that sometimes I can put up a wall, an energetic wall. Now, why would I feel the need to do this? And I'm guessing I'm not the only one out there who might do this. And maybe if you put up an energetic wall to keep yourself safe and protected and less annoyed, maybe in certain situations, you likely have a different situations where that happens, and different reasons maybe. And I do that because I want to keep myself safe. I want to keep myself feeling protected. And if we peel back all the layers and dig, it's definitely goes back to childhood situations and teachings where I didn't feel emotionally safe. Okay, so that happened. Those things happened. I don't have control over that. However, it is what I do have control over, and what is my responsibility is how I show up. And how I show up will determine what I receive. And so I've been breaking down this energetic wall little by little, too slowly. I'm ready to make a big change and just break it down because I'm tired of some things, and it's enough already. It's time to really push through and make big strides in a certain area in my life. And in order to do that, I need to shift the energy. I would like to shift the energy and be better received. And I've already started, and it's so cool. So what I'm going to share with you might sound like a lot of work, and I guess it is, but remember, and take some pressure off by remembering that awareness creates change. And I was also thinking back to other things that I've shifted in the past. I used to have a super bad temper, and I would show up with that bad temper, and as a result, what I would get back, of course, not very good. And I remember the moment that I became aware of it and focused on it, and then I decided I was going to make an effort and change that, and I did, really pretty quickly. And I also changed overcame my anxiety attacks by putting some energy and focus there and shifting my focus. So these are huge things that I've overcome. So I can do this. And so if you feel like I can't do this, yes, I have a wall that I put up energetically in these kinds of situations, but how can I break that down? I don't feel safe or comfortable breaking that down. I'm not going to do that. Remind yourself of what you already have done for your self-improvement. That's going to encourage you. Yes, you can. And why does it matter? Because you deserve to feel happy, to feel good, to attract toward you with ease, with greater ease, all of the things that you want. And it is so interesting. I've been talking about this a lot lately, the double-edged sword. I wrote a whole, actually I wrote a screenplay called Double Edge. We'll see if I get that picked up at some point, but not my focus right now. But anyway, yeah, so it's about our good qualities and how sometimes they can hold us back, and our bad qualities and how sometimes they can propel us forward. So your energetic wall, what is it blocking out for you that you actually really want to come in? Because what I've learned is, okay, so for me, in certain situations where I feel like I don't want somebody monopolizing my time or my energy with bad conversation, meaning conversations that is not making me feel good, or I don't want my time used inefficiently. So maybe I feel disrespected in these scenarios. There could be many more, but so I may put up an energetic wall so that I stop receiving from this person, and this is like me trying to control the situation. But whenever we're controlling, we can't receive. And I've learned this already, and practice it in some areas, but now it's time to bring it over to some new areas. I'll share with you. So I consult, I like to call them my spiritual gurus, and one is a clairvoyant that I went to see years back. And she told me a vision that she was getting was a guard dog. And this dog was in the middle of a big field and tied to a stake, and it was just like running around the stake and just like barking, keeping itself and its property safe. And then she said, that guard dog is you. And gosh, some people that know me well probably are like, oh yeah, I can see that. And I don't know if I could see that when she first told me, but looking back, I can definitely see that now. And she also told me, that you're not going to put yourself in danger by opening up and letting, people in. And so I would put this energetic wall up as a guard to keep myself safe from unwanted people and circumstances. But I'm also, in keeping that energetic wall up, keeping out the people and opportunities that I actually want. Because it's not just like, if you pull the shade down, the shade is down for everybody, not just who and what you don't want. It's blocking everything out. So I'm working on learning how to keep myself safe and protected without the wall, through communication, different kinds of communication, and I'm researching. And this research, what I'm learning, is helping me to feel so much better. So organically, I'm shifting my energy, how I feel on the inside. And so how I'm showing up is different, and it's so cool. I will give you some examples. So I guess I'll be a little bit more specific. One area that I have felt the need to keep myself safe in certain areas, or whatever, certain areas, you know what I'm trying to say, is unwanted attention from men. I've got some teachings in my past that have led me to develop a not so healthy mindset around this, and I don't like to attract unwanted attention, and so it makes me feel uncomfortable, sometimes unsafe, and so I'll put up this energetic wall. And what do I get in return with this energy that I'm putting out? Like this blocking, it's negative energy. I feel bad on the inside. And then I will get the unwanted looks, the unwanted comments that make me feel exactly what I don't want to feel. Okay, so I've been working to shift how I feel on the inside and show up differently. And I've been doing this by getting curious about this wall and about, why things are happening, not happening kind of thing. And I've been organically starting to just like let down the wall on the inside. And I'm going out into the world, showing up differently, not just by, yes, it is intentionally, but just by freeing myself up more on the inside. And I'm getting looks, I'm getting communication, but it's kindness. It's a different kind of energy that I'm receiving that makes me feel safe and cared about. And I'll give you so one example would be men on the street, like strangers, like different ages, like maybe my age and up, and not in like a creepy kind of way, but like an adoring, appreciative, kind of way. And I can feel this energy. Like I was walking home from running errands yesterday, and this guy walked out, like in New York, you got to pay attention. You're walking on the sidewalk, there's people coming all different directions, coming out of these little bodegas or stores or restaurants or whatever. If you're not paying attention, you run right into somebody. It's like close proximity. So I was like close, and he walked out the door and like was surprised, and his first look was like surprised because he didn't want to run into me, and his second look was like just like a nice smile. And it wasn't a creepy, look that I may have gotten, or energy that I may have gotten before by having my guard up. It was a appreciative kind energy and look, and it made me feel so good. It was just the kindest smile. And this is the kind of energy I'm getting from quickly. I mean, I just started working on this like a week ago. I mean, I have been working on this whole process for a while, like years, but more specifically in this one area very recently. And the shift is happening quickly. And another example, I had a meeting in the boardroom in my building the other day, and I went downstairs, and one of the doormen, I mean, he's always super kind to me, but again, I'm in this new energy, and I'm walking past the front desk in the lobby to go to the boardroom, and he says, "Amy, let me do something nice for you." And I said, "Okay." And he walked me to the boardroom, and he opened the door for me, because we've got a little business center, so there's a couple different doors in there. He opened the door, and then he turned on the light, and then he walked me in further, and he said, "Let me make sure the printer is on for you." And he turned the printer on, and then he opened the door to the boardroom, and he turned the light on. And I let him, do all of that, received his kindness. Whereas years ago, I wouldn't have. I would have said, no, I got it. No. But I mean, that was like really above and beyond. Walking me, opening the door, opening the other door, turning the lights on, turning the printer on. Like, this is the shift in energy I'm noticing. And I'll give you one more example. So there's a neighborhood restaurant bar that I like to go to sometimes. And there's a new bartender there, and he's really nice. So we're starting to, have a chat, get to know each other a little bit. And he gave me a compliment on what I was wearing, and it made me feel really good. And I'm showing in my energy, I'm just showing up differently. And he felt comfortable enough, invited in by my energy, to come around the bar and give me a hug. And it made me feel really good. And it wasn't like a creepy, "Whoa, why are you, touching me?" kind of energy. It was like a kind, protective energy. And this is huge shifts because I feel differently. It's amazing. And so how does this relate to you? How can this help you? Because where your wall or your blocks or your energy or area where you feel some tightness or resistance may be different, and likely it will be. Hopefully it is. It's been quite an unpleasant experience I've created for myself over the years, but that's okay. Get curious about that. First, pay attention. Pay attention to how your body feels. Like for me, it'll feel like a tightness in my chest, like so pay attention to how you're feeling and where it's showing up, and then get curious about it. And then start researching. Because you will find, I came across all of this on a more specific scale, I don't know if that's the right word, recently, because I was looking for clarity and help on something else, a different thing that I was having a challenge with, that I was just seeking answers and clarification and help, because I was upset and I needed some help. So let me get searching. And that challenge that I got curious about, that I started looking for answers on, led me to this whole other direction that I needed. And I'm already seeing big shifts. And this is what happens when you shift your energy. So again, remember, we've got our good qualities. It's good to keep yourself safe, protected, focused, whatever it is. But where is that wall that you may be putting up as a result of that, good, strong quality, or whatever the quality is, holding you back? And because it's keeping out what you actually want. So it's a journey. Join me we're all in it together, working to improve ourselves. And hopefully what I have shared here will help you. So thank you for watching. If you got some value from the content here, I invite you to like the video, subscribe to the channel, share with a friend, leave a comment, share a question, share a suggestion. If there's a topic that you'd like for me to talk on, if I can bring value there, I'm happy to, and I'll see you in the next one.